Good. Are we on? I guess we are. Hello, everyone. That's so much better. Lowering the chairs helped so much. It helped my life so much. Hello, everybody. What's over here? Is this the end of the couch? I don't understand. Hello, everyone. It's lovely to see you. It's a joy and an honor and everything nice. Should I wait? I don't know. They were like, I can't see when you start. You gotta wait. So now I don't know how long to fucking wait. I'm sitting here like an idiot, like a buffoon, like an asshole. Let's look at these, shall we? They're long. They were a gift. I'll stand up here. There, you get the gist. I don't know. It's like a mountain range. It's very EMS. That whole thing. I think it's fun. I think it's hip. It's fun. And it's nice, you know. And welcome to the show. If you have not already, I beseech you to stop whatever the fuck you're doing and immediately run to watch the latest AEW with the Rock and Roll Express. Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, and I never say this shit, might be my favorite episode of all time. I was taken for a fucking ride, and I was not ready for it at all. We discussed everything. We got serious. We got poignant. Well, of course, we had laughs. And then we got gross. We got really, really fucking gross. And it's... I asked him about something that was on the dark corner of the wrestling internet for so long. And to have it confirmed made me feel like I was doing my journalistic duty. So that really, really, really meant a lot to me. So go like it, go watch it, go comment, go share it. Ricky is incredibly active on social media. I now have his number. I sent him all the photos and the link. So he'll be reading everything. So go tell them that they're fantastic. And they're coming back, which is great. Well, let me talk. Let me see where it says trapped in Atlanta. So I came to Atlanta from... where did I come from? Where the fuck were we on Wednesday? Whatever. I came to Atlanta. I thought, it's too hard to go back at home and then come. So I get to Atlanta and you put on the news and they're like, snowstorm, warning, emergency. The city is in a state of shutdown. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look outside and it's like this much snow. And that's it. And I'm like, I don't fucking understand. So apparently they can't handle any snow here. They've like never had it before. They have no plows. They have no salt trucks. They have fucking nothing. So they were freaking the fuck out because everything's ice. And they shut everything. So I'm now in this hotel. Can't go anywhere. Restaurants are closed. Uber Eats. You go on Uber Eats. There's like a disclaimer where it's like, we're not doing this right now. It's not happening. So it's like, what the fuck? And luckily, I had some shakes from the night before, and the restaurant here only opened at 5. And the second it did, there was like the longest line ever. So I got snowed in. I had like my own bottle episode, you know? It was fucking weird. Very, very weird. Nevertheless, by Saturday morning, it cleared. We were able to have the show. It was a swell time. We all had a nice time. Fucking Atlanta, get your shit together. Christine said good morning. Cam said good morning. Dara said good morning. Chronics. Oh, so Dara is now a member because of Christine, and she's learning about the nice things. Red Dog said good morning, RJ and everyone. Ash said good morning. Hello, friends. Suplexer said good morning, RJ and everyone. It's been a while. Nice to be back in this chat with all you fine folks. Good morning, all. Is Ricky still talking? Said Mass Sanity. I don't even think we cut anything out. Maybe a few things just for time, but the worst stuff was definitely kept in. I make sure of that. So Sierra said good morning. V said good morning, and everyone. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, beautiful people, said Mia. Afternoon from Edinburgh, said Stephen Clark. Simon said good morning. Ash said, oh, a bed turn. Be careful. Nell said good morning. Efren said, I've been beseeched. Molly said, look at those wavy cheeks. Nell said, damn it, hit the notification immediately, and he's on the bed. How? How do I always miss the start? Hey, W was incredibly entertaining, said V, and a little disgusting. Very fucking disgusting. Ash said, I can't wait to watch. Mia said, I missed the bed too. Cam said, I swear Ricky called you AJ once or twice. I'm positive of it. Nell said, this week may actually be the best episode yet. Not in the way we say that about every episode, but like legitimately. It was one of the few episodes I felt good while doing. Oh, so all that to say, that reminded me. There's no Starbucks here for whatever fucking reason. It's not even because of the snow. There's just no snow. So I got this foxtail coffee. Not that bad. I got this with hazelnut syrup, and I got this. I'm going to try it now. Cold brew. First of all, you ask for the large cold brew, and they leave. What is this fucking gap here? But I got it with orange bitters in it. Let's see if it's any good. Fuck me. Jesus. Ah. Wow. Shit. Tastes like fucking grapefruit juice. What did I do to myself? I'm going to finish. Ash said the New Yorkish accent you had for I don't fucking understand was great. SM said people freak out about snow where I live too. Lots of delayed starts, going home early, decent first week back. Daryl said that sounds like where I grew up in Norfolk, getting half inch of snow and everyone loses their damn mind. It's crazy. I know it's snowing in Virginia too. Yet, like, you got the global warning business, and yet no one's like realizing like, oh, it may snow in Atlanta every year now. Just like in Toronto, like the past 15 years, I feel like have been so much more milder winters. Christine, I don't know if you can agree with me. That's what that feels like. Like if it feels like it snowed so much less and it's gotten so much less cold. Miscellaneous said, so Danny Thomas was a promoter in the territory days. Look, I think it was the first, maybe not the first time I said glass coffee table on hay. But it's the first time somebody knew exactly what the fuck I meant. That's all I'm going to say. You got to look that shit up. Maybe I'll tell the story here for context. Give me a little bit. AKA Baldy has been a member for 31 months and just wrote Mo Beret. What else is it? All right, I guess. Suplexer said, I met Jimmy Jacobs at an indie event last night and mentioned how much I loved his episode of Hey. He smiled and no-sold it and said, is that the show with RJ City? He knows exactly what the fuck it is. You should just ask him to explain the universe. Maureen said, good morning. Efren said, they didn't fill it up to the top. What is this? The opening of My Cousin Vinny? It's a scam. Ash said, Nails needs to clip that fuck me for a gif. Mia said, I have a Foxtail coffee here as well. Never heard of them. They're not bad. I also got, because I'm just fucking loading it up, I also got a lemon mint tea. Cam said, orange bitter sounds like an Orange Cassidy heel turn. I just thought it was a little orange peel on the top. Wow. That was a fucking choice I made. I'll say, you go to the orange bitters, and it's so rough, and then you have the hazelnut, and it's calming, and your mouth is alive with all the sensations. SM said, global warning. Did I say global warning? Fucking whatever. Judith said, if you showed Tony her Hey episode, would she say AI has gotten so much more advanced? Probably. I should do that. It's been so long ago. I don't even remember who I was. F said, GTHA has milder, rainier winters and less predictable storms. Christine said, we've definitely had less frequent snow and then occasionally all the snow. But even that has been less, I find. There's like, one day a year that's a write-off. But when I was a kid, there was like sometimes it would be 4 days or a week. Neil said, the way Rob has been furiously Googling the table all morning. So, allegedly, and I'm not going to name names because we bleeped it in the episode for legal purposes, so why make life harder? Allegedly, back in the day, the Rock and Roll Express, which is greatest tag team of all time, walked into, I guess, a locker room or a hotel. Who knows what this scenario was? And there was a known gentleman under the glass coffee table. And on top of it was a freelance employee of pleasurable endeavors who was perhaps instructed, well, who knows if she was instructed, to relieve herself of her digestions on top of said table while the gentleman underneath observed. And this is what the Rock and Roll Express happened upon. And legend has it that Ricky threw it up and Robert stayed and watched. I will let you go back and watch the Hey episode and see their faces when I say glass coffee table. And you can determine whether that's a true story or not. I also believe, Nails and Rob, if you want to continue your search, there is an artist's rendering of the event online. Mike said, I met some friends in Atlanta. They had a coating of snow about 5 years ago, and it was Armageddon. You would figure they would get a fucking plow and salt truck after that. Just one. Just fucking one. Steve said, TurboTax ad just popped up. Great. Christine said, I remember being in Vegas when it rained a little, and it was mayhem. Efren said, what the fuck are these coffee orders? I'm getting experimental. Judith said, wouldn't expect Ricky to be a poison guy. I'm happy knowing that, though, in more ways than one. Molly said, just got interrupted by an ad for some movie called Nickel Boys. Let's look up Nickel Boys and see what the fuck that is. The story follows two African-American boys, Elwood and Turner, who were sent to an abusive reform school in 1960s Florida. The film is inspired by the Dozier School for Boys, now closed Florida Reform School, notorious for its abusive treatment. Is this a comedy? Who's in this? It's based on a book. It's in the Jim Crow era. We're in Tallahassee. He rejects history, and that's how he gets in trouble. Elwood accepts a tuition-free study program at an HBCU. While hitchhiking to campus, he's picked up by a man driving a stolen car. The police catch the man and convict Elwood of being his accomplice. It's a segregated reform school, and they're mean to the black students. In addition, it's implied that some students are sexually abused. He bonds with another student. Do you want me to just read the whole movie? You're not gonna watch this. You're not gonna watch this. I'll just read the whole movie. Elwood's inspired by the nonviolent and democratic ideas of the civil rights movement, but Turner is cynical. A white school administrator who bets on Nichols' annual black-white boxing match quietly executes a black student who either refused or forgot to take a dive. Oh my God. In flash forwards, the adult Elwood lives in New York City. Oh, we don't need flash forwards. Where he runs his own moving business. He doesn't appear to be in contact with Turner. He's badly shaken after learning that many unmarked graves have been discovered at the old Nickel campus. Back in the 1960s, so then we go back. He writes an expose, convinces a reluctant Turner to deliver a government. He writes up an expose and convinces a reluctant Turner to deliver it to a government inspector. However, nothing happens. And the administrators retaliate by turning Elwood into the school sweatbox. What does that mean? Oh, they put him in a room, a hot solitary room. Turner learns that the school plans to kill Edward. This is so they have like a board meeting. To prevent this, Turner and Edward run away from school together. However, without a car, they're quickly caught. Turner escapes into the woods, but Elwood is still exhausted from his ordeal in the sweatbox and cannot keep up with him. He is shot and killed. Okay. A montage shows that Turner safely reached Tallahassee, where he delivered the news of Elwood's death to his grandmother. He then moved north and took on Elwood's name. He marries, builds a stable life, and tries to honor Elwood's legacy by embracing some of his ideals. When the government begins investigating the school, Turner decides to testify about his experiences. Well, that's horrible and sad, and no one in it that I know, unfortunately. I mean, that's a look. I wasn't gonna say it, but it's good to read and go, it's probably good. It's one of those things you read and then you can tell people, I heard it's a good movie. W. Stein said I should remake My Blue Heaven. Actually, yeah, okay, I will do that. I like that. Miscellaneous said the only time I saw Ricky Morton live was when he showed up in ECW and teamed with Tommy Rich against the Gangsters, and they were called Hellbent and Whiskey Bound. That's for sure. Suplexer said Eugene was also at the indie event last night. He did the Worm, and the crowd. I've lost my spot. Oh my god, I'm so far. But wow, I just read a whole movie. He did the Worm, and the crowd popped. Big. Wrestling is wild. That's true. Molly said the day after you all left Clarksville, we got 4.5 inches. Okay, yeah, that's where we were, Clarksville. I've heard the story, Boogie Woogie Man. I don't know what that's in reference to. Nell said it's such a greatly worded story. Rob, ever the pervert, said, is that all? I was expecting something scandalous. Jesus. Christine said, pleasurable endeavors sound like a very prim and proper strip club. And I'm opening it. James said the lady gave a Cleveland steamer, I guess. Suplexer said, would you say Jeff Jarrett is doing his best work at this stage in his career? He's been incredible. Jeff is one of those guys who only gets better for now. Yeah, the man's fantastic. Nail said, I'm taking Rob's phone away. Paige said, I just want to say I like you doing the Carol Burnett earlobe tug, even though your lobes are attacked. I don't do it on purpose. I don't even realize I'm doing it. Ash said, I've heard a similar story with Andre the Giant, who was taking a BJ while taking a dump ski. Well, he was in the bathtub. Efren said, I've been experimental a few times in my life, so I've heard. Dara said, as long as it's consensual, live and let live. Thank you, Dara. And then talk about it decades later. SM said, oh my God, why did I look up at the cartoon? SM said, I thought it'd be harder to find than it was. It's in wrestling circles, it's a very popular story. Judas said, speaking of movies, when I went with my grandpa to see the Bob Dylan movie, one of the trailers was for that new Monkey Pop Star movie. And my grandpa started dying laughing about how bad it looked. But that's the point. Judas is avant-garde, Judas. If you could wrestle anybody on the AEW roster, who would it be? I almost tweeted this GIF and then I couldn't fucking find it. But Daniel Garcia put out an open challenge for the TNT title. And I thought I should tweet in that GIF of when we wrestled. It's one of my last matches and we waved at each other. I thought that was a great GIF. And then I couldn't find it and I never tweeted it to him. Jason said Territory Days equals Jim Crow era. James said, Ash, so Andre got a Blumpkin, which is the title of my new album. Suplexer said, I got a movie ad on here for No Holds Barred. That's correct. Ash said, I mean hearsay, obviously. Well, I said allegedly, so I'm covered. Mia has been a member for 28 months and said, can I please have good vibes? I have an interview this week for a new position at work. I've wanted this position for 2 years. We're talking about shitting on glass coffee tables, Mia. It's neither the time nor the place. You're really butting in and making this one your own. Paige said, good morning to you too. Cam said, which of the 3 cups you have would you give to an easily impressionable Victorian child? The orange bitters. Absolutely. Make a man out of them. Neil said, bet you're so glad you looked this movie up. Paige said, oh, this is Nickel Boy. Yeah. Paige heard a lot of buzz about that. I've never. Prisma said, I watched the trailer for Nickel Boys. The cinematography is beautiful. And that's why you watch it. Christine said, how do we go from glass coffee tables to this? It's fucking balanced. It's all balanced. Everyone's congratulating Mia. Good vibes. Lonely Death said, "Hey RJ, unfortunately, my family home burnt down in California. Awful. We rented it out with Airbnb, and we live on the East Coast, but we just got word yesterday it's completely gone. So bad. So many people I know. Luckily, they're okay, but everyone's had to evacuate. That's terrible. I don't even know what the fuck you do when that happens. I don't know why you're in here. I don't know why I'm providing you any good vibes, but it's awful. It's so bad, and I don't understand. Look, I don't fucking understand how fire works. That's abundantly fucking clear. It's awful. Oh, I do know someone whose shit was destroyed, and it was terrible. And then you're like, what the fuck do you even do? All that shit is gone. And even think about all those like historical homes and places where they film stuff, and it's just like it's just gone. You're like, it's unfathomable. And so that's terrible. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. I don't know why you're here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it any better for you. Fucking shit. I also don't understand the people who like speculate online about the infrastructure and the armchair quarterbacking of a wildfire is a bold fucking move. People who are like, I don't understand. Why don't you just take the water from here and put it here? I'm like, buddy, let's admit we don't know how fire works. We don't know how wind works. We don't know how infrastructure works. We're not good with water or science. Like, as the average person, we know shit about this. I don't know. Someone explain this to me. Oh, you're demanding answers? So, Paige said, I remember when I read the plot synopsis for Fried Green Tomatoes, and I found out what that entailed. Fried Green Tomatoes, Paige, was written by Fanny Flagg, regular Match Game panelist. Neil said, fuck me gif is incoming. I was distracted by RJ telling the coffee table story and Rob Googling. Sick Boy said, good morning. Just popped in to say the Rock and Roll Express, hey, was hilarious. You're a gem, RJ. I did nothing, but thank you. Miss Annie said, did you take the last train to Clarksville? Sorry, I couldn't. No, I got in early. Fuck Davy Jones. I got in early. Crowdsnake said, I should be in the Highlander remake. Ever the pervert Rob. Sean is here. Said, sorry, I'm late. It's okay. Maureen said, do you think the Boogie Man has ever eaten a worm? Not in that way. Efren said, oh, Tommy Rich, wildfire Tommy Rich. Do you have a Tommy Rich story? God knows I do. I would love to hear it, Efren. Judah said, Double J's peak was right before RJ made him do the job. Rob said, guess I know what my first t-shirt is going to be when I release it. Miss Annie said, Jeff, Jared, and Dustin Rose are doing great work. I think anyone in the business needs to pay attention to them. I don't know about anyone. Or some people who don't. Leo said, one step beyond. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Leo said, please wrestle even just one match for AEW. I refuse. Daryl said, Robert Gibson is low-key the funnier guy of the Rock and Roll. It's crazy. They always say he's the quiet one. And I thought, well, I guess he's just content to just sit and listen. But then the whole interview, I see him trying to say shit. I felt awful for him. Christine has a request. 60-second scene. Please talk about what a pervert Rob is in the Maniscalco voice. Do you see this guy, Rob? He's with his wife nails in New York. Oh, where are your nails? They're over here. Did you see this? Did you see the nails? He's married to the nails. What is it, a pile of nails? Did you put a ring on her nails? You know what I mean? This guy thinks he walks around, he starts working out. But let me tell you about this guy. He's a pervert. You know what I mean? He goes online and he looks up the things. Steakandcheese.com, 90s internet, E-Bombs World. You know what I mean? And he writes these things. Cleveland Steamer, Rusty Trombone. The guy's a pervert. Do you know what I'm saying? He's perverted. Ever the pervert Rob nails probably nails his balls to the wall. You know what I mean? The guy's a real sicko. And scene. Leo said, "Did Nigel hear my impression?" No, we didn't, and I totally forgot. I gotta try again next week. Thank you for reminding me. I was gonna do another Nigel impression, said Leo, but I kept messing up my life. Let's listen to that impression again, because you did do such a great job. I loved it so much. I hope it's still here. Here we go. Here's Leo doing Nigel McGuinness.
Hello, RJ City. It's Nigel McGuinness here. Of course, I always say, hello, it's Nigel McGuinness here every time I meet someone, even if I've met them several times before. I hope that you had a great Christmas. I'm not a big Christian myself, but I am, however, a big follower of Christian Cage.
Excellent. A lot of time on his hands, Leo. Rob said, "Holy shit, I'm catching strays today." Molly said, "Just another ad for Uber Eats." Oh, that's not bad. Let's read the plot of Uber Eats. SM said, "Make up another ridiculous backstage wrestling story, but tell it in the Maniscalco voice." So we're at this indie show. The indie show is short for independent, because I was independently disgusted by what went on. Did you see this? We walk in. So sometimes the sick things happen in the locker room, but this wasn't even, the locker room was the normal place of the day. You know what I'm saying? The real problem was that you go to the merch table and there's these sickos there. You know, they want to say, "Can I smell this? Can I buy you socks? Can Matt Cardona fart on my face?" I said, "I don't even know the guy that well. He's not farting on my face. He's not going to fart on yours." And then I looked over and this guy named Rob had his balls nailed to the wall. What a fucking sicko. You know what I mean? And then Ricky threw up and Robert stayed and watched. And see. Spot Center said, "Luscious Johnny Valiant told a delightful Andre the Giant masturbation story to a sold-out KSWA family-friendly FanFest show. Found on my channel in 2 delicious parts." Oh my God, send that to me, please. Mia said, "Head of Rob get his phone back." Christine said, "It's all Maniscalco all the time." Leo said, "I got a cameo ad. This is super pretty brunette girl explaining to me what it is. Fascinating." Harley's here for some fucking reason. "Hi, everyone. My super chat won't work. Can someone make this happen on my behalf? It's important we see it." Oh, so Harley has a request, but she's too fucking poor, I guess, to make it financially. "You just discovered you have nipples. They excite you. Milk yourself into your coffee. Drink. Uh-oh, you're allergic to your milk. Makes you fart. And no one has made the request because no one likes your fucking shit, Harley. You were not wanted here. This is the most welcoming, tolerant group of people, and they cannot fucking stand you because you've done nothing but upset and annoy and antagonize." Paige said, "Hell, fire is why we've lost a lot of films." Oh my God, yes. 75% of films made before 1940 have been lost, and it's largely due to warehouse fires. It's fucking awful. Nell said, "RJ taking serious and sad, and the chat is on maximum goofiness, and you should be ashamed of yourself." Chronic Snake said, "Is RJ on Cameo?" Yes, I am. Paige said, "Speaking of things that are just gone, I think about that all the time." Mia said, "Morning, Harley. I love your entrance music." She says, "It's great. I've seen it." She goes, "It's Harley." Fucking weird. Miss Annie said, "Have you talked to Allison Rosen? Has she been going through a particular time? She's been public about it, so I'm not saying anything secret." I haven't, and I should. And I saw it, and I went, "Oh my God, that's horrible." And then they don't do anything about it. It's very bad. I'm going to write myself a reminder. I'm very awful at that because it's a difficult thing to do. It's a thing I don't want to do because it's hard. It's easier to just ignore it. Mike said, "I was hoping Harley would bring back the farts." I fucking hate this shit. Efren with I think the gayest comment ever. We love Fanny Flag. I think we've peaked. Suplexus said, Harley, I love all your matches and promos. You've been killing it. Harley said, thank you so much. Oh, Jesus. He's coming here to whack off, basically. Leo said, did Boogeyman have bum worms? Absolutely. They go in, they come out. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Sean said, RJ versus Renee could be a fun pre-show gimmick. It's not happening. Neil said, Rogers turned the TV right up. Mia said, RJ doesn't even like the orange coffee. He's not drinking it. Yes, I am. They're in the same cup. Look, this is how much progress I've made in the orange one. Judah said, we've all stopped listening to RJ because we need Harley to notice us. Leo said, Harley, can we get some Nanalan themed Harley merch? We'll buy. So Leo has no idea how copyrights work. Oh, God, I have to sneeze. Paige said, anyway, I'm off to make pancakes. Recommended if any of you are looking for a small round breakfast. Sometimes I am. I'm going to sneeze. I did okay. Wow. Ash said Leo said Christian wrong during the Nigel McGuinness impression. Unbelievable. Nail said, I'm glad they put the Nigel documentary on YouTube. They played it at Hammerstein, but if you were on the balcony, you couldn't see the screen. We had fun listening to it, though. V said that Cardona email was hilarious. Leo said Cardona probably does terrible protein farts, and he could be selling them, which is a real shame. Red Dog said, what, why would you do that? Judas said, as a Canadian, you probably have farted on the woman strange South Park style. Yeah. What? Sean said, Harley, do you know Carrie Silkin? Harley was not around for the Carrie Silkin call-in era. Remember when I used to do this for a brief period on Spaces? I loved it. And then that app got weird. Maureen said, you can lactate, RJ? Mind your fucking business. Leo said, does the Day the Clown Cried still exist? So, quoting what I've been able to research, and there's not that much. It's available. It's incomplete. There is no complete version. So get that out of your head. What is left is available at the Library of Congress for research purposes. You can't just go fucking watch it. They're just not just going to put it online. I think they would have to do a screening at some point of at least what they have, or finish it off or something, because everyone wants to see this fucking thing. V said, at least once a week, RJ reminds us to be ashamed of ourselves. What a pep talk. Nell said, Harley, he's the same with David. It's his love language. Leo said, Mercedes Monet needs to get rid of the queen of Southside bit of tin. I hate unified championships that are 2 belts. You tell her. Tweet her and tell her. Don't take that shit, Leo. Mia said, what's on the cheat meal for today? I don't know. I want to have a hearty breakfast. I'm in Atlanta. So let's see. Human Adventure said, good day to you. It's been a while. We've been working Sundays. That being said, really tried to get the pay-per-view at UCF, which is down the street from Sprouts. Hope your visit to Orlando was wonderful. Sure. Christine said, bless you. Oh, I see. This is from when I sneezed. Red Dog said, the Diddy evidence has been lost too. You know, there's a few people who are happy about it. Miss Annie said, in mid-February, I'll be working a Joe Piscopo book signing. I better get a fucking autographed copy, Miss Annie. You let me know what you want. Hey, it's Joe Piscopo. It's $9.70 the answer. So Joe Piscopo was a comedian, still is a comedian. And he sort of became a conservative radio show host. He was like Eddie Murphy's partner in Saturday Night Live, and then Eddie fucking eclipsed him, and then he got into steroids and got really fucking weird. And then he stopped being funny. He did a very good Sinatra impression, and now I just enjoy how sad he is. He's weird, and he does they all have lounge acts now. So this is him on Christmas. I follow him no matter what. I think he's very whatever.
Hey, it's Joe Piscopo. Happy New Year. I want to say thanks for always being with us all year long on AM 970. The Answer every single morning, Sundays with Sinatra. It's going to be a great year, 2025. I want to wish you all the very best. God bless you and your family. God bless America.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's watch another one. Is this the book, Miscellaneous? Average Joe? The memoirs of a blue-collar entertainer who's had 3 HBO specials and was on Saturday Night Live? Here we go.
Hey, it's a nasty morning, New York City, down by Wall Street. Jumping on the air on AM 970, The Answer. Talk down the radio. Hey, it's
So he gets up so early and does these videos because, I mean, it's his, you know, he does morning radio. Guys got to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Nobody else is on the street. Judas Effect said TK should book RJ versus Renee in the same way they booked the Huckster versus Nacho Man at WrestleMania 12. Isn't that amazing? That even happened. Anyway, man, Sandy, I'm jacked the fuck up. I could not be more excited. Neil said the chat does love you, Harley, except XM, but we respect and honor her right to not like you, and that's how welcoming we actually are. All right. Hold on. Leo said, did you ever like Mr. Bean? Yes. Yes. It is amazing to look back and see how few episodes there are. And I think that's the advantage of like British television. Because if it was America, there would be 250 episodes and everyone fucking hate it by now. I mean, some of them aren't great. I would love to go back and watch them all when I have the time and inclination. I don't like his other shit that much. Blackadder seemed exhausting. Thin Blue Line was like, what the fuck are we doing? Johnny English. Yeah, no, I liked it. And I'll tell you, Peter McNichol was good in the movie. Sean said, I love the call-in era for what it was worth. Talk about morning radio. Neil said, I just got an ad for Candy Crush. Walter said, RJ, the sun's out in Atlanta. Snow will melt. Thank you. Mia got an ad for the Wounded Warriors. Well, that's a good cause. That's a good thing. Sean liked hearing the cult members' voices. I remember, yeah, like Nails. I heard Nails' voice. Daryl said, my mother hung me on a hook once. Jesus. Leo said, I like Mr. Bean, but only really because I liked his child so much. Yeah, why is that bad? Nails said, babies or Sylvia content, please. I was just, here we go. His baby Ben doing the whole foot, long toes. There's that, and this is my niece using the massage gun on her father. So I guess a great use for a baby. And it was my mother's birthday, so this is Ben again. Again, back to my original point. We don't understand fire. If that doesn't say everything, how dare you ask for answers? Walter said the Rock and Roll Express are good guests for AEW. They were fantastic. Jason said, hope to see you in Cincinnati. I'll be there Wednesday and Thursday. Christine gifted 5 memberships. Judas, Human Adventures, Susan, Miguel, and Decay. You all got memberships, so fucking I don't know. Maureen said, do you know if Peter Avalon is okay from the fire? I don't know. I have not checked in, and I should. Brent said, RJ met you at GalaxyCon. I'll be on the Jericho cruise. I'm excited. Have you been on the other Jericho cruises? The first Jericho cruise I was on was the one last year. We did a big improv comedy show, and it was fantastic, and it is coming back. We're doing it, I guess, basically the exact same, maybe with a different cast, which is fun. It's fine by me. I don't even think we need to announce the cast. We haven't put it together yet, but I loved when we did it. We even say who was going to be on the show. Nobody knew what the fuck it was. So we're going to do that. I hope to do some more stand-up and host other bullshit. I'm excited. When have I ever been excited for a cruise before? Aaron said, I have a copy of Dead Heat signed by Joe Piscopo. Joseph said, sup, RJ, great episode of Hey, Rock and Roll Special, hilarious. They were great. Leo said, this is like when RJ affects to the Daily Wire. Decay said, it's a damn nice suit. Sean said, so glad to see Joe's doing well. Mike said, that mop on Piscopo's head. Yeesh. Miss Andy said, yes, that's his book. I'll get you a copy. Average Joe. Christine said, I honestly thought Joe Piscopo passed, and he's been reborn again. Leo said, on the day of the Wembley show, I sent RJ an impression of him interviewing Alice Jones. I don't think he liked it very much. Sorry, I'm maybe a little fucking busy, Leo. Sean said, hello, I'm Joe Piscopo. I got to work on that. That's the next impression I'm going to work on. Cruise is coming up soon. Any reservations? Are you only doing the one show? I mean, I thought I was last time, and I ended up hosting a bunch of other shit. I will definitely be doing more. Miss Annie said, Piscopo owns a retro fitness in Flemington, New Jersey. Holy shit. Next time we go for, what was it, Full Gear? Fuck. That would have been great. Would have loved that. Nell says, he had texting an apology to Harley. Yes, please stop asking for farts. Human Adventure said, I loved the Joe Piscopo movie, Johnny Dangerously. That was like America's Johnny English. What a fun movie. A rare movie I smiled throughout. Well, that's touching. That's really, really touching. Let's see what I can get here. Okay, we're going to have a good time. Joe Piscopo is a funny actor. Blackadder is Rowan Atkinson's best stuff. Oh, fuck off. It's so fucking pompous. Leo said, I like the first Johnny English. The second was boring, and I haven't seen the third. Human Nature said, I also watched The Truman Show for the first time since I watched it in 98. It was nice to get those nostalgic feelings again. Jim Carrey was a very handsome young man. Not as hot as Andre, though. I think that's a fair assessment. I'm certainly not going to hold that against you. Great use for a baby. It is great use for a baby. Leo said Greg Valentine for AEW. Oh, I would love that so fucking much. It would make me so fucking happy. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have a good time. We need Demolition. Oh God, I would love Demolition. Efren said Rock and Roll Express, US Express, Panda Express. Where was the Starlight? I really fucked myself on that. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I fucked that up, and I want to apologize. Do you have one of those Jack LaLanne workout outfits? I really would love one. That would make me very happy just in my fucking life. I'm going to think about it. That would be great. Had breakfast with Ricky Morton years ago at WrestleCon. He was skimming through someone's wrestling card collection in his own way, told stories such as, he's dead, he's gone, I think he's in jail. They'll say, just remember, Papa City is watching you fart. I don't even want to fucking respond to that. It just fucking hurts. I love Jim Carrey, but talk about a guy who's a little too full of himself. Oh, I'm beyond acting now. All I do is paint. Fucking relax. Sorry, I'll say it. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking relax. Want to hear something said? I used to work for Gold's Gym. We had a machine Arnold used in our location. I went on vacation. Someone bought our business and tossed the machine. Jesus. Jason Cooper said the ex-congressman Matt Gaetz, who paid underage girl for sex, grew up in and owns the Truman House. What? That's amazing. You know, the saddest thing about the Matt Gaetz thing is that he was so attractive. Messany said, once you get Demolition, you can make lots of machine references about Andre. Oh, God. I would love to just go through all the old fucking tag teams. That would make me so fucking happy. Leo said, is Nails in jail? I don't know which one you're talking about. Nails in New York is absolutely in jail. I just read Piscopo's Wikipedia, and Mike Lindell was mentioned. Now I'm sad. It's a good hole to go down. It makes me very, very, very happy, ultimately, as fucked up as it is. I watched SummerSlam 93. How great were the Heavenly Bodies? Yes. I would like them on the show, too, if it's all possible. Do you have crumpets in Canada? Yes, but not to a crazy extent. They can be found. They're not everywhere, but they can be found if you really like want them. Sure, you know. Hold on a sec. Give me one. Let me organize my shit here. Let's all fucking calm down, please. Oof. There we go. Good. We're close. We're good. Everything's fine. Beautiful. You could have had the Brain Busters. I could have. It was a very small window. I would love to get them both. Neil said, "Have you been home to open Christine's gifts yet? So busy." Yes, I have, and they're lovely. And then I didn't want to do them on the stream because I fucking whatever. Fucking sucks. Next week I'm going to be home, so everyone hang tight. I do have to go because I was checking in. I have to get ready for the flight. I have to leave. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave. I'm going to end this now. Is it okay? We chatted about wrestling at work yesterday, and the name Blitzkrieg came up. Do you remember that wrestler from W? Yes, he was amazing. He was only for like 3 weeks. High key petitioning for Kenny Omega on Hey W. Tweet him. I'm ready. My shit's written. So Lexi said, "What's your cheat meal for today?" I'm gonna have a hearty breakfast, maybe an oatmeal or something. I'm gonna have a nice one, and then maybe some dark chocolate shit. Leo said, "We don't have them we don't have them to a crazy extent in UK either. They're just with bread." Fine. What other tag teams would you enjoy having on the Bushwhackers? They're dead. Aaron said, "Love the Heavenly Bodies. I got sent home from school for doing the Jimmy Del Rey hip shake, which is egregious." So that is the show for today. My advice to you, you got, 15, 14 minutes? Go watch the Hey W with the Rock and Roll Express. Go like it. Go watch it. Go comment. Go share it. Go tell AW you liked it. Go tell Ricky Morton that you liked it. Robert doesn't give a fuck, and that's why I like him the best. Let's get a final look at these. Ugh.